Hello everybody, this is Ian, founder of i30 Media Corp and author of the Lean Media book blog and video channel available from leanmedia.org, which you're looking at right now. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get reviews and ratings from one edition of your Amazon KDP book to carry over to the new edition. And here's the situation. Actually, before I get going on this, just a quick disclaimer. You're responsible for following Amazon's terms, conditions, and rules, and carefully evaluate risk before following any of the advice that I'm going to show you. And also, what your experience is using Amazon KDP may be quite different than mine, depending on when you watch this video or some other setup with the way your publishing account has been created. So in my case, here's the issue. This is a book that my company, i30 Media, released in 2016, Genealogy Basics in 30 Minutes, by author Shannon Combs Bennett. It was actually a fantastic book. It sold very well for us. And you can see it has 48 ratings and reviews on Amazon. Now, I just released a new edition of this book. This is edition 2, the second edition, the revised edition of the same book. You can see the cover's a little bit different, and of course the contents have changed a little bit. Shannon updated some areas related to technology and online community and whatnot. But the main thing to note here is that despite the fact that this book is available on Amazon, you can buy it right away, there are no reviews or ratings available. And as many people know on Amazon, if there's no reviews or ratings available, people don't know if it's worth checking out. And I want the 48 ratings and reviews for this particular edition to carry over to this edition. Now, this is edition 1, this is edition 2. The same issue sometimes happens when you have, let's say, a Kindle edition of a book, and it has like 48 ratings. And then you have like a special audiobook version of the same book, or a spiral bound edition of the same book, and it's showing up on Amazon, but the ratings and reviews don't carry over. So the technique I'm going to show you also works for getting those ratings and reviews to carry over to both editions, whether it's a different format for the book or a different numerical edition of the book. My situation is different numerical edition, but I've used it for also making sure reviews and ratings show up on different formats of the book. So here's what you have to do. Go to Amazon KDP, and this is what KDP currently looks like. This may change a little bit by the time you see this. You can see that I have tons of books here. And what you need to do actually is not go to the book that you're concerned with that needs to be fixed. Go down to the very bottom where it says Contact Us. If you don't see this, just find out where the KDP support is and try to activate those particular buttons. And then you'll get to a menu like this. They try to deal with you by first having you look at self-help resources and help pages and online communities and stuff like that. But oftentimes for something like this, you actually need a human being to help you out. So what I'm interested in here is the Amazon product page and expanded distribution. So it'll show linking print and Kindle editions, Amazon detail page features. So there's a couple ways to do this. This is the fastest way to do it. Link your print and Kindle editions. You'll be able to phone or email. I recommend doing email here, even though if you have phone, you may think, oh, that's great, I can talk to a real human being. The problem is that they won't, if you're trying to describe detailed information over the phone, like a book with a long title, or you're trying to read to them an ISBN number, an error is likely to happen, or they may just say, just use the email form anyway. So I'm going to just send them an email. And then they have this other message. Has it been 72 hours since you published? Before you contact, please allow at least 72 hours for these titles to link. In my experience, rarely do these titles, new editions automatically link to the old edition. And there's some other information too. And then they want you to send the ebook, ASIN, and paperback ISBN. So what I did, I'm going to show you exactly the message that I sent for this particular case. This is the email that I sent a few days ago to link those two editions. And I just said, hi, we just published edition 2 of our guide, Genealogy Basics in 30 Minutes. Is it possible to have the review and ratings for edition 1 be applied to edition number 2? Currently, edition number 2 doesn't have any reviewers or ratings, but edition number 1 has 48. And then I gave them the information that they asked for. So edition 2 and edition 1. And note that I also gave them the information for each type of book. So the paperback first, then the Kindle edition, and then the hardback edition. So you can see that the paperback and hardback have the ISBN 10 numbers. The Kindle editions, both of them have ASINs. And if you don't know what those are, you're just going to have to go to Amazon and figure out what they are. And basically, all you need to do is just go to the detail page and find them. So you'd go to this particular page, then scroll down and find the ASINs and the ISBNs for those books. So just go through this carefully. Make sure that you're copying and pasting the right ISBNs and ASINs over there. And then, this is important, these two books have the same title and the same author, just the edition number has changed. I have found that if you make any change to the subtitle of your book, you're going to get rejected. They will not link them. They're really quite strict about that, and it seems totally unreasonable, but that's the way they operate. They insist that the books have to have the exact same title and subtitle. So if you don't have that, like let's say you've tweaked your subtitle in edition 2, or you've mentioned something in the subtitle of your Kindle edition that's not visible in the paperback edition, you're going to have problems. In this particular case, the title and subtitles are exactly the same. And actually, let's take a look and see what happened when I did that. So let's look for Genealogy Basics in 30 minutes on Amazon. And so it's showing it up, and here it is. Check it out. This is interesting. So this is the new edition. This is the old edition. Let's just click through to the product detail page and see what happens. So some of the ratings and reviews didn't carry over. I don't know why that is, but most of them did. And this is really important because this is kind of like social proof. When people come to the new listing for Genealogy Basics in 30 minutes, they're going to see that it already has kind of a badge of legitimate ratings and reviews. And all the ratings and reviews that I get, they're legitimate. I don't use any of these sketchy services. And you can see that there's a mix of reviews. It's not all 5-star. There's some that maybe, some people have given 3-star, 2-star. So this is the real deal. And if you have a new edition of a book, or you maybe make a new format of the book, this is a really good way to get the ratings and the reviews to hook up. If you want any more information about using Amazon KDP, if you go to leanmedia.org and click on video and then click on YouTube channel, that will take you to my YouTube channel, which has probably about a dozen different videos pertaining specifically to publishing using Amazon KDP. And also I cover other Amazon programs such as Amazon advertising. My name is Ian Lamont. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you could like it or follow me on YouTube, I'd be very grateful. And I'll see you next time.